Adding a facade to your soft serve ice cream freezer is a great way to enhance the appearance of your machine while promoting your products. This video will show the best way to install the FAC 301K facade with the Color Touch panel. First, open the mounting hardware and instructions packet and remove the small packet with 4 self-tapping screws. Now, place one of the sliding rails on the side of the freezer. Line up the rail with the line where the 2 freezer panels meet. Make certain the rail is only on the front panel and does not come over the side panel in case the side panel needs to be removed in the future for maintenance. Place the top edge up against the bottom of the top panel. Holding the track in place, slide the rail up to locate an upper and lower hole on the rail. With a 1/8 drill bit, begin drilling the hole. Remove the rail and complete drilling the hole. Align the rail hole with the newly drilled hole and start screwing the rail to the freezer using one of the self-tapping screws. Leave the screw loose for now. Find the bottom hole on the rail and with the rail placed properly, drill the bottom hole. Now you can screw the rail tight to the freezer using the second self-tapping screw. Now go back and tighten the top screw. Now you can see how the rail locks into place by sliding the rail up and swinging the knob to rest on the rail track, locking it into place. Attach the second rail system in the same way you did the first one by drilling holes and using the remaining 2 self-tapping screws. Now that the rails are installed, we will attach the Color Touch panel to the facade. Start by removing the 7 screws around the edge of the touch panel. With the touch panel facing down, lay the facade over the touch panel. Locate the splash guard bracket, FAC 24, and line up the holes with the holes on the touch panel. Using the 3 FAS 2019 screws provided, attach the splash guard to the touch panel. Now locate the 2 stabilizer brackets. Once again, line up the holes on the stabilizer brackets with the screw holes on the touch panel. Screw the brackets to the touch panel using the 4 hex bolts, FAS 2146. Just get the hex bolts snug, but be careful not to over tighten or twist the hex bolts. Now that the Color Touch panel is installed in the facade, you can now install the facade to the freezer. With help, line up the holes on the facade with the 4 bolts on each rail. Place the washers on each bolt with the flat side against the facade and screw on the thumb knob. Do this for all 8 bolts. Now lift the facade to the up position and lock it into place. Insert the straight end of the ELE 525M male-to-male switch extension to one of the ports on the Color Touch panel. Connect the elbow end to the port on the freezer. Make a loop with the excess cord and tighten it with a zip tie. Slightly unscrew the 2 closest screws on the Taylor display. Pull the display open enough to insert the zip tie tag. Tighten the display to hold the zip tie in place. Doing this just keeps the excess cord hidden behind the facade. Now place the rotor cable inside the large surface raceway. Remove the backing from the surface raceway and adhere the raceway to the top of the freezer. Lift up the facade and adhere the small raceway to the side of the freezer display. Run the rotor cable under the facade and place the cable in the small surface raceway. Press to click the raceway closed. You have now successfully installed a facade. For instructions on setting up the Color Touch Panel, watch the Color Touch Panel tutorials.